Hello everyone, I'd like to begin with a verse from the Bible. The book of Leviticus 19:15 states, "Ye shall not do any unrighteousness in judgment." What that means is that we cannot harm others with any judgments, any negative judgments towards them. Now, judgments happen because many people do not know about other cultures, other people, other lifestyles. And we as Christians should not judge anyone, and we do not because we listen to the Word of God, and the Word of God means to not cast any stones onto any others. And a certain religion that has been looked down upon recently because of recent events is the Muslim religion, mostly because of the Al-Qaeda. The Al-Qaeda was not based upon any set of religion or faith. It was set upon war and hatred, but had nothing to do with the Muslim faith. There are some misconceptions that certain Christians have according to the Muslim faith. Now, Keith E. Small, which is a reverend in the St. Methodist Church, back in 2007 held a lecture and stated that many Christians do not know that Islam is the place of Muhammad. Muhammad is the prophet for the Muslim faith, just as Jesus is for God in Christianity. And that is important to know because Muhammad is the person that was sharing the good faith of all people to come together to believe in this monotheistic belief. Another misconception was stated by Dr. David Thomas in his article in 2005, stating that many Christians do not understand that Islam is a divine worship that is believed to bring people together and is open to work together with Christians. Muslims are open to work together with their Christian neighbors and to come together and create a peaceful community based upon the belief of one God. Now, a third misconception that a lot of Christians have is the misconception that Muslims are much different than Christianity, than Christians. And that was stated by Dr. David Emmanuel Symingfield in his 2005 article as well, and was stated that they're very similar in the pilgrimage and in the beliefs. And pilgrimage is very important inside of the Muslim faith. So in this speech, I'd like to inform you about 3 things regarding the pilgrimage of the Muslim faith. The first thing that I'd like to speak about is the Hajj, which is the 5th pillar of faith in Muslim faith. The second thing that I'd like to inform you about is the importance of Mecca. And the third thing that I'd like to inform you about is how similar Christianity is to the Muslim faith. Now, the Hajj is the 5th pillar of faith inside of the Muslim faith. There are a total of 5 pillars, and the Hajj deals with pilgrimage to Mecca in Saudi Arabia. Now, this is important because it is in the last week of the Muslim calendar, and all Muslims from the entire world come together in Mecca to pray to Allah, their one God, inside of the Quran. Now, this is important because it brings all Muslims together to pray in one place of worship, which is the holiest site in the world. And it's because it's a lunar cycle, it varies every year, so Muslims need to be proactive in knowing when the time is within their year to go to Mecca and come together as one religion. And there are certain guidelines as to who should be going. All Muslims should be going, but there are exceptions as to who does not need to go. People who are sick, people who are disabled and cannot go for any transportation reasons, and children are not required to go. However, there are many. It is so important to the Muslim faith that there are many people who are disabled that still decide to go and decide to pray together with the people of their faith. And then the second thing that I'd like to talk to you about is the importance of Mecca, which is the place that they come together to. Now, why is Mecca so important? Mecca is important because it is the birthplace of Muhammad. Muhammad is the one prophet for Allah. Now, Mecca is so important. Millions and millions of Muslims from around the world come together to this place of worship inside of Mecca, next to the Kaaba stone, and they like to pray upon Allah. This is hard to explain in words because there are so many people that come together into one place to worship their God. And the importance of this is that once they're done praying, which they worship around 1 week, around 1 to 2 weeks, is that they get to go back to their respective homelands. They get to go to the United States, to wherever they're from, and they get to spread their beliefs and spread their faith that they have learned and strengthened inside of Mecca. Now, Dr. David Klingingsmith, in his 2007 article, stated the importance of the Hajj and of Mecca, and it is a structured practice. He stated it as a structured practice. It brings the religion together, and it continues to keep the faith structured, bonded, and it gets everyone within the religion to pray in one area. Now, Muhammad is an important figure inside of the Muslim faith because he brought together a lot of people inside of the Arabian Peninsula, and most of them converted to Islam based upon his faith and upon his teachings. And which brings me to the third point, which is how it is similar to Christianity. Christianity is based upon one God, and we had Jesus as our prophet going around spreading the good word of God, getting people to follow the good faith. And it's similar to Abraham. Abraham did it in the Arabian Peninsula. And Christianity is also very much pilgrimage based, and it's a cooperation of the faith coming together. We see that every Sunday when we go to church. We see that when we get together for Christmas, when we get together for Easter Sunday. We come together to spread the faith and to sing good songs of the Lord. And Muslims do the exact same thing. They like to come together and to pray upon their one beliefs and their one God. And Jackie Feldman, in 2007, with the University Press, released an article stating that Christians and Muslims have many similarities in regards to the pilgrimage, and even bringing Christianity to the United States. We brought Christianity here. We brought it as one group coming together to spread the good word and to have freedom of our religion. So in this speech, I have told you about 3 things in regards to the pilgrimage of Muslim and Islam. I have told you about the Hajj. I have told you about the importance of Mecca, and I've told you about the similarities between Christianity and Muslims. Now, also Jackie Feldman in that 2007 University Press article also stated that a lot of Western Christians like to visit during the Hajj and to see how Muslims come together and to share their faith with one another. And they stay often in between 7 and 12 days. And the important in this is that us as Christians can see how structured it is, how together it is, and maybe we can learn a few things about it and realize that it is a peaceful and a welcoming religion as opposed to a hurtful or harmful one, which are many misconceptions inside of the judgments that are being passed. And so God will want us to listen to the religion. God will want us to look onto them and to see how we can come together as a group and instead of judging, actually come together and spread the good faith of a monotheistic belief. And we can become better people, we can become a better community, and we can make a better world. Thank you.